Street football is important because it works. Football is loved around the globe. It's international, it's cheap, it's easy, it's one ball and you can have 2 people participate or you can have hundreds participate. It captures people's attention. But on top of that as well, in terms of engaging the participants in the programs, a lot of them love football themselves and they want to play, and unfortunately sport and football is not necessarily accessible to everybody. So a big fight that our partner programs are also fighting is to make sure that sport and football is accessible to everyone. But it also teaches life skills, it teaches a lot of important things to help them, for example with relationship building, teamwork, being able to rely on other people, to trust other people, to provide a support structure, to provide structure in their own lives. So getting up for training in the morning is much more positive than feeling like you're getting up basically to survive the day. It also gives them positive incentive and aspirations, teaches them to lose, teaches them to win. We have a network of 75 partners all over the world in 75 countries, and the Erasmus Plus funding allowed us to focus in on some of our partners. So in this case we were working with 22 partners based in 22 countries, and it gave us the opportunity to bring those partners together and to learn and share from one another. And because they're all doing insane amounts of work, some with very limited resource in their respective countries, they're dealing with issues that are very specific to their different contexts, but there's a lot of knowledge and information out there that needs to be sort of shared between them.
Yeah, the Erasmus Plus project was a great experience for us. It was a good opportunity for us as a project to come more in contact with the other European partners, because during the Homeless World Cup it's really not so easy. You are so focused on the players, so it's not so much time for networking and sharing experiences with the other project partners. So that was the first step, which was important for us, and more important is for sure the contact for the players and the possibilities for the players. And especially these European street football festivals have been great opportunities for our players not to participate only in the Homeless World Cup, but also to have an European tournament once a year.
Because of the way the organisation is set up, we are the international body and we happen to be based in Scotland, in the UK, but we have a partner, for example, in Scotland who organises the grassroots programme and brings Team Scotland to the World Cup, or in this case it would have been to the European tournament. But we've learned a lot about them. So I'm the partnerships manager and I am a team of 1, and managing a network of 75 is quite challenging, but it's a nice challenge. But at the same time, this project very clearly showed that being able to have more time, a little bit more time outside of this Homeless World Cup setting, we could really strengthen those relationships and really understand better what they're doing, what their needs are, and hopefully in the future be able to implement activities and further projects that will help them address those needs and challenges, and so that they can ultimately help more people out of homelessness through football.
Give it up for Egypt and Cymru, Wales. So public, best of luck to both sides. They're going to shake hands, but you need to be loud and proud to support your nations here.
So similar to the impact that the Homeless World Cup event has, participating in the European Street Football Festival, which is what we called it, allowed them to meet people from other countries, allowed them perhaps to travel for the first time. It allowed them to play football and to represent their country, to be ambassadors of their country. It gave them a stage, a platform to present themselves. It allowed us to switch that social dynamic, and they were actually the inspiration, and the spectators in the crowd, the public, were inspired by those players who have lived through things that hopefully most of us will never have to live through, and have turned their own lives around through football and through the programs that have been supporting them.
For most of them it was the first time that they meet people from these countries who participated, and by living together, by sharing the time in the evening, by doing these workshops together, they had a lot of possibilities to meet the other teams and to get in contact with them. Yeah?
it's been a true learning experience. There were challenges, there were ups and downs, but we have ultimately the way that it's helped strengthen our European network has been phenomenal, and we're really excited about hopefully finding similar funding bodies or similar models that we can replicate in other parts of the world. And if we're able to do that in all what we've broken down into 4 regions, it would have a huge impact on our work, on our relationship with our partners, and ultimately the work that they can do on the ground.